What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Kadena. Kadena is one that I've had my eye on for a while. I continue to have my eye on. It is 10x potential is certainly there, and I'm being conservative. I actually think there's a shot. This one's got a shot of sort of top 20 to top 10, and I'll get into why. Before I do, I update the spreadsheet. The first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. Had you invested $100 into each of these when I released videos about them, and you were still holding that crypto, be in profit for over 13 grand. Obviously, this is after, 72,000 retracements plus a bear cycle. One thing I've been reiterating for over 6 months now is, look, a bear cycle has been imminent. So I've been saying build your list of coins that you're excited about, however you do it. If you're a spreadsheet guy like me, if you're if you're a pen and paper guy, or girl. But bear cycle is where the money is made, and that's true of every single market in the history of all markets. I've shown this multiple times, whether that's NASDAQ, DJIA, the gold, diamonds, housing. So crypto is also true. So if you've not yet got round to building that spreadsheet, or that list, you've still got time. If you don't have, however, time or energy as a result of other obligations, then you can come check out Copy My Crypto, where I'll be sharing the coins that I'm getting on during the bear cycle. The link is in the description. Kadena, $2.61 right now. Market cap of $500 million, give or take. Really strong project. Really strong project. Proof of work blockchain that combines proof of work mechanism from Bitcoin with DAG principles. Now, I like myself a DAG network. Phantom was the one that I was most intrigued by. Kadena has actually already scaled its network from 10 to 20 blockchains and can do so again in the future if necessary. This final addition to Kadena was its private Kuro Layer 2 blockchain, which supports up to 8,000 transactions per second across 5,000 nodes. Now, Kadena legitimately is a very strong blockchain. Its scalability is staggering, and they have legitimately made proof of work a really strong system beyond what we've already seen. Obviously, we've seen proof of work with Bitcoin, but with the utilization of the DAG network, the ability to scale from one proof of work blockchain to an unlimited amount is quite incredible. Now, what's going to be intriguing about this is how they end up partnering. This team has backgrounds from JP Morgan. In fact, one of the founders led JP Morgan's emerging blockchain group before founding Kadena, and the other was a lead engineer for JP Morgan's blockchain prototype Juno. Another key person in founding Kadena was Dr. Stuart Haber, who was the co-inventor of blockchain tech and is actually the most cited author in the Bitcoin white paper. That is nothing to sniff at, and legitimately, when we're looking at the potential for Kadena, one has to consider the potential for them to actually partner with those big institutions. They've got an in, having previously worked with JP Morgan, so you've got to consider that they've probably got those ins still and can, as a result, form those strong partnerships. Obviously, with the most cited author in Satoshi Nakamoto's white paper, that bodes well as well. The team is already very large and very strong. They've got partnership. They've worked, in multiple different areas, from JP Morgan to Microsoft, Apple, Disney, Hewlett Packard, Cardano, Tezos, Bitcoin, etc. The tokenomics are set for 120 years. So if you didn't realize, the coins in circulation will take that long, by 100 years or so. So by 2121, all the coins will be in circulation. So right now there's 184 million. So by sort of midway through this decade, there'll be about 420 or so million that end up in circulation. Long-term prospect here. And that's what you get with proof of work models, obviously, with halvings and everything else. But I like that. I think that has a stronger case in terms of price appreciation as a result of sort of the way in which the supply is released. The ecosystem right now is beginning to grow, and obviously they're partnered with a number of big exchanges, but actually this is one where DeFi could actually be pretty cool, particularly given obviously the multiple blockchains that have been strung together and the DAG network. We see DAG networks, the ability in terms of speed is pretty damn cool. Codex is going to be their next DEX. I've spoken about that in the past, and I probably will speak about that again, because it's one that I think could be very, very good. In terms of gaming, I think the infrastructure for this actually works pretty well for gaming, especially as you've got that scaled transactions per second, that 8,000. UFO gaming is already pretty big, to be fair to it. And the bigger likelihood for me is enterprise is going to be the big sector. Enterprise for Kadena makes sense, and particularly given the ties to institutions like JP Morgan. You do have to believe that there's probably going to be some serious partnerships developing over the course of the next few years, especially if we have a year to 18-month bear cycle. I'm very interested to see if there are any major announcements, major partnerships that develop for Kadena, because it is one that I think, if they're quietly and continuously building in the background, with already what they've done in terms of the integration of a proof of work sort of DAG system, and the thread of blockchains that they've already scaled to, this has got a lot of potential. Really intrigued by this one. And like I said, we're going to see a lot of development over the course of the next few years. The key thing with these bear cycles is development, build those ecosystems. If building is key while everything's down, and if they continue to build, they could show the strength of this ecosystem down the line. They're partnered with some of the biggest chains around, whether it's Sila or Cosmos or Polkadot. Previously, we would have said Terra. We'll see what Terra does over the course of the next sort of 6 months, but right now it looks pretty dead. Although, Terra 2.0, they're using the same name, so might do something. And, they're pushing on the money as well. $100 million grants program for Web3 builders. This is a big sign of, they want to make moves. They want to build this ecosystem. And a 10x from where it is more than achievable. You're looking at a 5 billion market cap. Now, granted, there'll probably be, by the next bull cycle, a few 100 million of these tokens at least. But even then, even if you 10x the price from there, from where it is right now, that'd be $26. Call it 300 million just for a rough estimate. Although it should break 420 over the course of the next 5 years. But let's call it 300 million. 300 million times 26. You're still looking at sort of 7.8 billion market cap. That sounds about right for something that they're building, something that they're developing. They've got major venture capitalists behind it. huge ties to massive institutions, huge development in ecosystem, huge money in terms of grants to try and get building working here. I think this has got a lot of potential. And I'm being conservative saying 10x because I think right now you've got to, because we don't know fundamentally how the ecosystem is going to grow. But if it does continue to grow over the course of the next year and we see them strengthen, top 20 project is well in sight for this. So I'm going to be having this one to watch for a significant amount of time. So yeah, that's it from me anyway. And if you're new to crypto, or you've been in crypto a while, or you've not prepared for your bear cycle, and you've not got your list of coins, then you can come to Copy My Crypto. You can see the list of coins that I'm really excited about, the coins that I believe could be, those coins that 20x, 40x, 50x, 100x. If I think they can do those gains, I'm going to be investing, and then I'll be sharing those investments with the members. So if you want to be a part of it, click the link in the description and check it out. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.